other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out, it's Thomas. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Single back. Takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Nothing fancy there. Just comes out of the slot and runs a slant route.
Yeah, it's so difficult for the defense to be able to slow this play down because it happens so quickly. Even when you know and might anticipate that this throw might be coming, it's tough to disrupt the timing when it's executed well like this right here.
Tries to get it to the running back, and it's incomplete on the... Just too much on that ball.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense recovers the fumble.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And this running play is stopped by an inspired defense tonight.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Bama. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown. So they got to bounce back from that right away. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete. It's second down now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Catch made on the out route. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and hit it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow.
And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes a nice move there. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
That is tough for the ball carrier here because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
The offense starts with excellent field position. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. And they get him down after the completion. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895, but you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And with the miss, we remain tied.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Well, the first job here, just hold on to the football. The last drive ended in that fumble. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He shreds the tackle. They got him down out near the 40. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this.
And looking for a big play here. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And that's a solid return after the interception.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Tackle, but first down.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run it. I mean, they've been doing that forever, going all the way back to like Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Here's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here, just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. The back's got it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. We go with a direct snap. He shreds the tackle. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Scanning the field, it's Milrow. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he just gets rid of it. That's great coverage on 4th down, and the defense will take over.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, tied. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Bringing it out, it's Parker. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here and looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Ball handed off. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Finds an open target on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the football. He's going to pull it down and run. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a quick grab.
Boy, the slant route is already a difficult pass to defend in man coverage, but especially against a receiver like that. Man, good luck. Big receiver, they can use their body to shield the defensive back from the ball if it's placed correctly by the quarterback.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. Too much on that throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to throw it again. Caught for the completion. Oh, and he fumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds, so the offense will hold on to possession.
3rd down play and a fumble. The ball goes out of. Offense catches a break because at least now they've got a chance to punt this ball away.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Now this is the 8th play on this drive.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
325.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks through the PAT. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Split backfield here. Back in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the first down before they stop him.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He'll try a pass here. That's reeled in. It's Young. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The secondary backed up off the ball now. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. First play of the second half was a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And it is decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up the 1st down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets into space at the 50. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down. Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. All day to throw, finally throws it to his left. The defense better regroup after that big gainer. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big pull on the ball and bat it away.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Young. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score Alabama 28, LSU 14.
Bringing it out, it's Parker. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Breaking free at the 35. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on the football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And they'll stop him after a short game.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And it's a draw play. Bites off a defender. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Looking to make a big play downfield. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Using his legs, it's Haynes. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards and sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an out route, the catch made. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Caught quickly. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Young. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama. All the energy really building now, but then I care for this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. And one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Point after, not right through.
35, LSU, 21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Tigers will take over at 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Quick throw to the left side. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
With the catch, it's Lacey. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Has been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to chuck it again. Quick completion to the tight end.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
2nd down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys in bounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Can he make it to the marker? And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Tackle made after a big gain. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see.
Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Gets some space around the 30. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Incompletion sets up a second down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Dropping back, it's Milrow. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Touchdown, tie. Still no answer for this offensive machine. But they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Alabama 42, LSU 21.
Bringing it out. It's Thomas. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
Intercepted by Alabama. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. On the ground, it's Young.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And here comes the punter onto the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
coverage seam. Downs the ball right there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes.
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So the win streak continues, but this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and